today's grand final. They completed the 100 last season undefeated. Chances to be a bright showing of young talent. I don't want to invite all of those who are with me to please watch their game and relax for the Australian national anthem.
It is first quarter action in the under-18s grand final as both rucks go at it. Seville with the first hit out and the first centre clearance. They go inside forward 50 straight away, and the mark can't be taken. Just spilled at the last moment on that occasion there by Friedman, but there's a kick towards goal, and the Blues just can't quite convert the opportunity. That was a lightning start. I'm Adam Miller taking you through today's action. Joining me in the commentary box is Trent Dialton and Adam Brogden. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Aidan. Good start with your ceremony speech out there, mate. Really good.
Oh, thank you very much, mate.
And good morning to you two boys as well.
So, early behind there to the Blues. Just couldn't quite convert the early opportunity off the boot there of Friedman as Pakenham bring the ball to the outer side of the ground and look to come through the corridor, high up and under ball to a one-on-one contest. Ball fisted away. Spills down to ground level. Handball comes out wide to Lloyd. Lloyd gets a kick away onto the right. Sends the lines inside forward 50 to a one-on-one, and the mark is taken. And this could be an early opportunity for Pakenham. Beautiful kick there to Keisha, who I think tried to feign for a bit of a 25-metre penalty. Just slipped over as he took the mark, but the umpire not falling for it. And he will line them up from probably just outside the 40-metre arc here at Yarra Glen. So an early opportunity. Seville couldn't convert theirs. Maybe Pakenham. Now there is a 25-metre penalty. So I think some pleasantries exchanged there with the umpire. And Keisha will be brought to just about the top of the square. It's a decent 25-metre penalty. Advantage paid, and he's got the goal. Interesting start to this game. He was over 40 metres out, and the 25-metre penalty brought him right into the goal square.
Oh, yeah, that was very interesting. And what I've liked about this to start out, I normally come to you to debate about the arc. So they've marked it out, and they've let us know that the arc is 40.
Yeah,
they've written out 40 on the arc, so that does help. But, geez, yeah, that was a big 25-metre penalty.
It was a massive 25-metre penalty.
Unless they just assumed it was 50 and go to 50. That's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe.
To the goal square.
You'd think with the free kick being outside the 40-metre arc, you'd know not to bring him right to the goal line. But anyway, so it's back in the middle. Pakenham with the first goal in the grand final. One straight 6-1 behind. They come to the outer side of the ground, so the broadcast side of the ground. Good kick as well to Browett, who backpedals off the mark. Thought about going through the corridor, heads down the line, hasn't quite hit the kick, and Seville should be able to force the turnover, or will they? Picking up the ball out the back there was Arthur. Ran into a brick wall though, and all sorts of trouble. Umpire circling, and we'll have a stoppage inside the forward 40 of the Pakenham Lions. So up it goes. Two rucks to go at it. Ball tapped back in towards the centre square. Picked up again by Browett. Dishes off. This could just work out for the Lions, who've already got an early goal on the board. They'll go inside forward 50. Ball heads towards the boundary line. Picked up at ground level there by Tanner. And free kick for a high tackle in the back pocket for Seville.
So Seville will get this in the back pocket here. Look to bring the ball back into play. They opt to go short. Bring it over to Anthony Digby. And that's a 25-metre penalty as well. So we'll get a quick look here. How far does he get up here? Doesn't matter. He's going to and then fumbles the bounce. It has enough time to regather it and bring it back through the middle. It's a neat looking kick. They bring it back through the middle to Coughlin.
He's mocked that up very well.
He immediately plays on with the handball, getting it over to Dudley. They go deep inside the forward 40. Could they get one out the back here? Chasing hard after it there is Morton, the vice captain. It's at ground level now, looking to pick it up and have a shot at goal. Handball at the back. Here's a chance that the bounce can sit for them. Not quite. And Pakenham get out of it for the time being, and they go long. Now they go look to bring it to the wing. They got a couple of players here. Broad manages to pick this up now. Handball over the top. How's it sit? Spinning around in trouble. Now they bring it back inboard. How's it sit?
Kick.
Really good kick actually. The mark has been dropped, so they'll look to try and go back here. Seville now with ball in hand. Handball at the top. Knocked forward. Interesting choice. But Felner manages to get it. Runs around. Then uses the runner off half back. Can they pounce off here? Interesting looking kick down the line, but it's got to work out. All right, here to Coughlin, and then he brings it back through the middle. They could be out here. Got a lot of space in the middle of the ground. Now they play on deep inside the 450. They got one out the back, and it might be taken. Not quite trying to find the mark was Friedman. But it manages to bounce over the boundary line for a boundary throw in deep in the forward 40, the forward pocket. So it'll be a boundary throw in here. As the umpire gets in a position to throw this one in. It's thrown back in now. Tap down there, one by Pakenham in Hopner. Now handball around the back, and it's just going to be rushed over for a minor score. So first behind is on the board.
No, there's two.
There's two behind.
Oh, two behind, sorry.
Pakenham 1-0-6 to Seville 0-2-2.
Yep.
So now they'll bring the ball back in. Deep in the defensive 50.
Ooh.
Interesting kick, but it's going to work out all right. Get it over the top to Solberger. And now it's on the far side. Love to see him use this side of the ground, Aiden.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Just for our benefit, but by all means, it's trickled over the boundary line now for a boundary throw.
Yep, so boundary throw on the outer side of the ground. So just the one goal in the game so far. Only 5 minutes have elapsed, though, mind you. Up it goes. Getting to the front there was Hopner. And now Pakenham might be able to find a four-way forward. Couple of fumbles from both teams so far. The Blues again look to go inside forward 50. The kick not the best, providing a good contest though for the Blues was Morton. He gets the ball down to ground level. There's a free kick for high contact, and this will go Seville's way. Will it be a kick for goal? Player in the mark is right on the arc of 40, so a kick of at least 45 metres required. He's a little confident with the distance. Sends it to the top of the square. Friedman, the deepest forward, and he's got it, as he know. Couldn't quite stick it. He's looked the most likely, Friedman. He just hasn't been able to stick his marks and at least gets the ball over the boundary line for a stoppage. So in a dangerous position for Seville, but can they capitalise? They've been able to get some deep entries, just haven't been able to find the middle. Up it goes. Flies over the head of both rucks. There's a whistle for a hold, and it's going to go Pakenham's way, so they should be able to get out of danger. 25. And a 25-metre penalty will make a certainty of that. So Hopner, the recipient, and he'll gain some much-needed meterage. So third 25-metre penalty, paid in this game. And the Lions go inside forward 40, but it is cut off at half-back for the Blues. Beautifully intercepted on that occasion by Shepherd. It goes to the outer side of the ground once again, onto the chest of Dudley, and the Blues might be away. This is a good, clean passage of play so far. Another kick going out very, very wide. That time onto the chest of Hams, who ran into trouble, and fortunately for him, got it over the boundary line before he was going to be penalised for holding the ball. So muddled it up a little bit, did Seville, but it could have been a lot worse. Boundary throwing outer side of the ground. So up it goes. Appealing for the free kick was Hopner. He's been pretty good at the ruck so far for the Lions. Huge numbers around the ball, and now Pakenham backwards to go forwards. They bring the ball back into the corridor. This should be cut off though. Parking himself underneath it is Graham. He couldn't quite get his hands to the footy. Now Seville might be on the counter attack. They get a kick away. Here does it come to the broadcast side of the ground. This will be much easier for us to call. Running onto the footy here is Coughlin. And just high contact. I thought there might have been a push, but either way a free kick is paid to Coughlin. About a kick and a half away from home. Coughlin wheels around onto the right boot. Again, Friedman the deepest forward, low trajectory ball. No mark can be taken. Slip through the fingertips there of Jansen. And the Lions should be able to get out of danger. Davies with a long one off half back, and that's a really good kick too, straight onto the chest there of Wood, who wastes absolutely no time. He's been corralled, but eventually stepped around his opponent, brings the ball back into the far side wing, and Pakenham now bring it back into the corridor.
Still bring it back in the corridor. Hopner, who takes it pretty much at ground level just before he hits the ground. So now he looks to go up the middle. Kick didn't come off quite as he would have liked it, but it might work out all right. The handle over to Matty. There's a free kick, I think it may be for a throw. Yes, it is, and then they didn't like it. They gave a bit of lip. The umpire says, come with me, we'll get some extra meterage for a 25-metre penalty. So Seville will have an opportunity to try and get their first goal on the board here. So go inside the forward 40 now. Can a mark be taken flying high out the front of the nice mark out in front, taken there by Morton, the vice captain.
I think he's going to back himself in too, Trent.
He'll kick this pretty much just,
40.
Just behind the 40, I reckon, on the 40.
Maybe 41, yep.
Distance might not be a problem, I don't think.
He looks pretty confident.
Yeah, so the vice captain looking to put the first goal on the board here for Seville. In he comes. Subtle approach. Kicks just behind me, but he's just going to set it up through the hot spot. Can it be taken out in front? Not quite, but Freeman's there for Crumb's level, but he's met with a tackle. Gets around that tackle. Slaps it around his head. How does it go? And it goes straight through. Freeman has the first for Seville.
He's looked the most likely key forward so far, Adam, and he finally gets one to go through.
Yeah, exactly right. So he's been targeted all day, and he just managed to get the crumb on that one. He's been tackled by about 6 blokes, and he still managed to snap it over the back of his head and slot it through the big sticks. So really well done from Fredman on that occasion.
Am I right in saying he's played a bit of senior for you too, or does he have an older brother?
Older brother, I believe.
So I remember calling that name in the senior.
Yeah, definitely, yep.
So I didn't know if it was him or the older brother.
No, there's definitely a couple of family names here. Solberger's definitely a pretty common one with Pakenham.
He's your man in the middle too, Matty Aiden, from the seniors from a couple of weeks ago.
Up it goes. So the Lions can go back inside their forward 40. Have they turned it over though? No, they haven't. Eventually it's going to work out the back here for Keisha, who's already got one goal. He dishes off with Jasakara. Goes back to Keisha. Can he run onto the bouncing football? Handball back in towards the goal square. Here's a chance for Pakenham. Beautifully done. Kick around the body there from Vapono. He's got it. Pakenham back in front. Third lead change for the game.
Really good stuff, just knocking it forward, putting it into their into their advantage. Wasn't pretty, but they made it work. Just keeping it in front of them and completely with second and third efforts, and they finally made it work. DeBone's another one we caught a bit in senior footy as well.
Yeah, no, exactly right. I think at this very ground as well when they took on Yarra Glen. Kicked a couple of goals and gets one there. So the ball comes back into the middle.
So we'll bring the ball back in the middle. Just gathering the ball now to throw this one up as the Ruckmans are in position to go to battle here in this ruck contest as the ball's thrown up. And Seville look to try and get a clearance through in here. Ball's at ground level. Can they get a clear possession? Not quite, still at ground level. Who's going to be the first one to get the handball out? It's just going around at ground level. Seville, quite slight fumble. Now they look to try and gather. I think the umpire might have to blow his whistle. No, it's found its way out. Now it's at ground level. Probably got him to blow the whistle now to ball this one up. That they do, just as they manage to get it out too. It's always the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll throw this one back up now. So the ball's thrown back up. Matty wins that tap down. Now they look to try and move it forward here. It's going to be a free kick in the back, I believe, coming back to Seville, and that it is. So they'll look to go back inside the 450. It'll be Fellner, the recipient of this free kick. Fellner goes long inside the 40. Can a mark be taken? Not quite. Good punch from the back by Pappas, but Seville managed to get a kick moving forward, and it's done that nicely to find Graham.
Adam, really good even start to this game so far. Both teams are looking like they're up for the fight.
Yeah, most certainly. It's been a bit of a back and forth game, and there's been such fight in this, and there's clearly a very good contest set to happen for the rest of this match.
Exactly right.
So Graham will line up, looking to put through Seville's second. They've started off this game really well.
They have, yep.
So they'll look to try and put through the second here. He'll kick this from about, you'd say about 30, 35.
Yeah, 30 I reckon, yep.
Graham opens up the angle a bit, puts a kick, looks like it's fading, and it is. It's going to go through for a minor score, so unable to put through their second for the game. And Pakenham will be able to rebound from the defensive 50 to try and get a score from here as they look to bring the ball back into play now. They have a look and immediately they play on. The umpire's going to call it back.
One of the Pakenham players in the protected zone.
So Stewart will have to make his way back.
Yep.
And now the umpire blows his whistle to resume play. Immediately Stewart just plays on and goes to the other side anyway. And then short kick mark in the defensive 40. Slow build up, looking for his options. And they go short again, just misses the kick. Can Seville pounce on this? Slight fumble. Pakenham look to get it at ground level. That they do is really good pick up in the end. Snap over the head, but it looks like it's all Seville players can park themselves underneath there. Yes, just managing to take that mark there was in fact Crow. So Crow now will have a look at about half back. Decides to just go long down the line. Can a mark be taken? Not quite, but it could make its way out the back here. Ground level, picking it up nicely there with Benega, the skipper. Benega snaps around his body, puts it inside the forward 40. Now a kick. They got one out the back. Can they take the mark? The kick just doesn't quite make it, but the mark is dropped. Pakenham, Browett shrugs off the tackle, then brings it wide. Can they hold the mark here? No, good spoil in the end. Good spoil in the end, trying to make some groundage now. They tuck it underarm, handle over the top, and a kick down the line looking for K-Shah. Can he go over it cleanly? K-Shah, now he's got it. Is he going to get a high contact free kick? No, he's going to get pinned to hold the ball. So a win there for Seville. They look to bring the ball back in the middle. Can a mark be taken? No, it's going to be spoiled. Really good spoil here. They can get it back out here, trying to knock it forward. Coglin's there, ground level. A nice tackle laid there. How's the umpire going to see this? He's going to ball this one up. So right in front of us as they look to resume play.
So stoppage on the broadcast wing. Up it goes. As both rucks do battle. Getting the better of the tap there was Matty. Brings it down to ground level. Kick coming off the boot there of Wood. Should send the lines inside forward 50. Beats both players. Running onto it defensively is Grice. Eventually gets his kick away. He was nearly run down for holding the ball. Goes to a 1-on-1. The intended target of the kick there is Anthony Digby. As Trent just slaps me in the face. Completely there. All sorts of drama here in the commentary box early days. So Pakenham now with a 4-way forward, and they're going to get one out the back here. Kick around the body. Looks pretty good off the boot. Just across the face. So just coming off the boot on that occasion there of Lions. So everything is okay. Good Lord. So Pakenham with their first blemish on the scoreboard. 2-1-13 they are. To 1-3-9 the Blues. Seville look to bring the ball back into play through Grice. Brings it to the broadcast side of the ground. Really good kick as well. Straight onto the chest there of Dudley, who was all on his own. Had plenty of space on his nearest Pakenham opponent. Long kick down the line is a ripper as well. Straight to the chest of Freeman, who provides the outlet down the line. Looks into the corridor, goes for a bit of a run, and that's exactly where he goes. May have just turned it over though. Pakenham with all the numbers at this contest, and they do force the interception, and I think it's a free kick going to Seville. There we go. So a bit of a push, which is a bit unfortunate for Pakenham. They had the outnumber and the intercept mark was taken, and unfortunately for the Lions, Seville will continue their 4-way forward, or no, they won't. So Pakenham rushing numbers back for no that completely threw me. So anyway, Pakenham do eventually get the free kick. Long kick inside the forward. 40 in the mark, nearly taken. Spilled just at the last moment. Is that high contact? Surely it is. And Pakenham will line them up from directly in front. Only about 20 metres out. Wood will be the recipient. So I've no idea what was going on there with Pakenham. They got the free kick and everyone was flooding back defensively.
Yeah, that was weird.
So anyway, Wood from pretty much point blank range. Distance will not be a problem. It's just all about accuracy. This to give Pakenham a 10-point margin as we start to near quarter time. Looks pretty good off the boot. Just off line though. There we go. So real reprieve for the Seville defence. Giving away the free kick right in front of goal, and Pakenham unable to convert. 2-2-14 to 1-3-9. So Grice again will take the kicking duties for the Blues. And pretty even contest, I think we've said so far, and I think that's definitely ringing true through the scoreline. Both teams with 4 scoring shots. Pakenham just a little bit more efficient going inside forward 52, 2-14 to 1-3-9. That's a good strong overhead mark taken by Holland in the contest. Did really well, came in from the side. Holland doesn't have a hold up presenting to him. Umpire calls him to go. Sends a long one down the line. Can a mark be taken out the back? No. Spills through a couple of sets of hands. Morrill gets it under his control. Slipped through his fingertips. Picking it up at ground level there was Cannon. There's a whistle. And a free kick for a push is going to go Pakenham's way. As we start to near quarter time. And the Lions maybe with one last chance to find a third goal in this first quarter and extend the margin. Kick to a 1-on-1. No mark will be taken again. They've got Crummers out the back here. Dudley tries to bust his way through. Got his handball away just in time. Browett dishes off. Looking for his teammate there in Solberger. Huge numbers around the contest. Another high contact for again. Going to go the way of Pakenham. So this time into the hands of Burke. Burke can't waste any time. Long kick inside the forward 40. No mark is going to be taken again. They've got Crummers out the back here though, the Lions. Busting his way through, doing very, very well. There was Wood, but he ran into trouble, and Seville eventually repelled the attack of the Lions. And they might just be able to lock things up for the end of this first quarter. Kick goes out wide. Right to the chest of Holland, who can just slow things down.
Good injured player coming off as well for Seville. Limping a bit.
Ooh, yep. Keep an eye on that one. So Holland called to go. Sends it back into the corridor. Dangerous times here for the Blues, taking the game on again. Trying to get the ground level ball was Burt. Couldn't quite do so. Is there still time for one more Pakenham goal in this first quarter? Browett chases after it once again. Gets a kick away. It's a foot race to the footy. Graham should be able to get there first, and he does, but he's put under all sorts of pressure. The Lions with one last chance to go inside forward 50. They've got a player out the back here, and the mark is taken on the line.
Touch off the boot.
Is it? It doesn't matter. Bono pulls momentum booster heading into the first change. 3-2-20 to 1-3-9. And that is an absolute stinger, Adam, for Seville.
Yeah, absolutely. You think that maybe you're in this as competitively as you were for the rest of the quarter. It was pretty well done by both sides, but that very last stinger right before the quarter time siren is exactly what you don't want as a player for Seville.
That kick back into the corridor, Trent, I just don't think it was necessary for the Blues. They probably didn't have time to kick one more goal, and you want to take the game on, but you've got to know your times when to do that, and I think that one will definitely be spoken about at quarter time.
And look at the difference between the two sides as they come off the ground. Pakenham are right up, and it looks like Seville are just kind of walking through the motions a bit now. I don't know why. They put in a really good first quarter.
Oh, they did,
This Pakenham side's really strong, been unbeaten all season, and they've come in and put in a first quarter like that. I thought a bit more energy of Pakenham, obviously with the difference there after that uplifting last goal.
I think that goal definitely has brought the energy. Seville will be disappointed with that. But no, you're right. They've done very well, Seville, to make this a good contest. They want to be a little bit more efficient going inside forward 50. But yeah, I just think that kick into the corridor just wasn't quite the time for it. But anyway, that's gone now. You just got to try and make up for it in the rest of the game. Anyway, we'll head off to a break now for quarter time. When we come back, we'll bring you all the action from the second quarter. Holds the ball aloft, and we will be underway in the second quarter here in the Division 1 Under-18s Grand Final. Tap one down for the Lions. Sharks, though, for the Blues. Holding the ball was appealed for, but none forthcoming. Huge numbers around the contest. Dishing off just in time there was Anthony Digby. Long kick down the line. Seville just willing the ball forward. Here might be a four-way forward through Holland. Gets the ball under his control. Sends it to full forward. Spoiled out the back from Freeman. Here he is now, Freeman. Oh, got the check side away, but his kick was smothered. Second effort being provided, though, by Shepherd. Can he find a teammate? In all sorts of trouble. And a high contact free is going to go the way of Seville. Early days in the second. And it looks like it'll be Freedman again.
He's looked very lively down there, boys.
He's been the most likely target. He had a couple of attempts early in that first quarter before he kicked that goal, so...
Doesn't look overly big either.
No, he doesn't.
But definitely flies for his marks.
That's it. Almost like a mullet type, Trent. Plays taller than himself. So Jack Freedman, the vice-captain, got the one goal for the Blues on the board, and they'll definitely want this early days after they conceded that goal in the quarter-time siren. This to get it back to 5 points the difference. They've been up for the fight so far, the Blues. In comes Freedman from about 30 out. Looks pretty good off the boot. And he misses again to the right-hand side. So Freedman, 1 goal 2 in the afternoon. 1-4-10, the Blues to 3-2-20. So they're getting the ball in there, Seville. They're just not quite capitalising on their opportunities early days. So a little let off for Pakenham early days in the second quarter.
What I've noticed, Aidan, with looking at Pakenham, they're really big scorers, so you've got to convert these chances when they get it settled.
Exactly right. So the ball currently in the hands of Wood. Long kick down the line to a one-on-one contest. Oh, sliding in for the mark at the last moment there. I think it was Davies' long kick coming off the boot here. Browett can't take the mark here. Opportunity at the back for De Bono, who kicks his third. What a start for Zach De Bono, and the Lions out to a 16-point break, 4-2-26 to 1-4-10. Zach De Bono on fire, early days in the grand final. He'll be very happy with that as Trent gets his stat sheet out.
It was very much an end-to-end effort there. That was such a quick play, and that's exactly what Pakenham have been showing most of the day, that they have those explosive plays in them, and it's certainly what's going to be dangerous for the Blues come the rest of the match.
What I was looking at was when these two teams played each other in round 3, De Bono did kick 7.
There we go. Well, he's on track for that so far.
As they bring the ball back in the middle here, Matty gets the handball over the top, looking to get the clearance moving forward here for Pakenham. Now it's at ground level. It's going to be who wants to get it at ground level. It finds its way out. Can they pick it up cleanly? It's a bit fumbly earlier on. It's grand final. The pressure's up. They get a kick inside forward 40. De Bono's in the area again. But good defensive work there by Seville to make it out. But here go Pakenham again. Can they get a boot on? No, great takedown tackle. And it's going to be pinned for holding the ball. So Seville, great defensive efforts there. As Pakenham look set to get another score on the board there. And they'll look to go short down the line. Can a mark be taken? And it's punched away. But they can go back inside through Solberger. And he's going to get a downfield free kick. Is it going to be downfield?
Yep.
Yes, it will be. So De Bono will have a chance to line up for number 4.
Yeah. This is unbelievable.
It's probably just a bump that didn't really need to happen.
No.
And De Bono will line up for number 4. I remember speaking to Jake Kidd. This was one of the young players, he was very impressed with during pre-season, DeBona, and he started off really well. Where's the number 4? Has a chance to line up for number 4 early in the second.
Right on the forward 40, so he's literally right on the number 4 there of the 40.
It'll be 4 straight too.
Yep, it will be.
DeBona comes in. Kick on its way. This one will hold the line. Geez, it looked like it was fading for a bit, but he's put it through for his 4. I don't know if I was the only one, but anyone else think that was fading for a bit?
A little bit narrow, but the goal umpire's right there, so we'll back him in. 22 points the difference now.
DeBono doing a really good job at holding steadfast in that forward line.
Oh, he is.
He's very much proving he's a weapon out there.
No, I was trying to say, was there a slight breeze? Not really.
Bit of breeze? No, I don't think so. The trees look all dead still, so pretty good goal-kicking conditions at the moment. It was a little bit rainy before, but hopefully that stays away.
Here we go, so the ball's back in the middle now. So Brody Hopner, who's almost the ruck duties for Pakenham, stays in there, and looks like it'll be Arthur still for Seville. So the Blues need to get the next one. They're already 22 points behind. Arthur gets the better of the tap, but it's going to be shoved by Browett. Dishes off. Long handball will work out in the end. And the Lions will find a 4-way forward. That's a really good kick as well. Beautifully done to Hopner. He had a bit of room to work with. He can send the Lions inside forward 40. Pretty good looking kick. DeBono's in the area. Can he get one out the back? No, not for the moment. Here is DeBono now. Tries to bust his way through. Couldn't quite do so, but he's able to dish off. Looking very dangerous here at Pakenham. Burt just couldn't quite bust the tackle. Still a chance though for the Lions. Here is Matty. Seville desperately trying to get the ball out of there. Eventually they can. Dudley is out holding the ball. Yes, it is. He took him on. And the Lions suddenly starting to take this game away from the Blues early days. And here's an opportunity at goal for Cannon. He'll probably kick from about 42, 43 metres out. Looks pretty confident with the distance.
I was really expecting someone to run through for a handball to get one on the run and get some extra metre. He's going to back himself in.
Yep, so Cannon. Only the 2 goal kickers for Pakenham so far, Keisha and DeBono. When he comes, this to make it a 28-point difference. Just going to fall short. Where is DeBono? Been busy all day. Can Seville get the ball out of here? They are under immense pressure at the moment. DeBono, taken in a jumping tackle. He's going to get a free kick at the top of the square. Can you believe this? Just lingered with the tackle too long, and Zach DeBono will line up for goal number 5. We've only been going 5 minutes into the second quarter.
This is a grand final performance by Zach DeBono. What a time to stand up.
Yep.
And really put your name in the game early in the second quarter.
So here he goes. From point blank range, Zach DeBono should be able to kick this. And again, makes the goal umpire work a little bit, but doesn't matter. He's put it through, and he's got 5 goals in the second quarter.
Well, he's certainly putting on a show for us today. It is certainly grand final day, and you can tell these performances just a little bit more elevated, and Zach DeBono just absolutely running the show.
He's ripping this game to shreds at the moment. It's already a 28-point difference, already 3 goals in this second quarter here for Pakenham.
I don't know about you guys, but I do my lines pretty big, and I'm already worried that I'm going to run out of room for him.
Gee, Trent, that is a rookie mistake by you.
That's just me, though. I'm a big rider.
That's atrocious, Trent. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the worst bit is you haven't even started right next to the line as well. That's shocking. Anyway.
They'll bring it back. Well, I didn't expect to have to fill it out. But it looks like I might have to. If he keeps going the way he will. Seville now can have a chance to go through inside their forward line. Can Amar be taken? No, it's balled out the back. And they look to pounce out of here. Pakenham doing well is Davies. And they go wide, and it's done well to find a teammate out in the far wing. So now they'll look to pounce and go back in. They've already got DeBono, who's kicked 5, so they'll be looking for him. They go wide. Can Amar be taken? Not quite. But Keisha picks it up, runs around, handball over the top. Now here they go, chance. Can they get another one on the board? They go backwards to go forwards. Now a short kick. DeBono's there, but the bounce just doesn't favour him, and it's probably going to go over the boundary line. Yes, it is. So it'll be a boundary throw in deep inside the forward line here for Pakenham. Been all over Seville in this second quarter after I thought Seville started off really well in that first quarter.
Yeah, they did.
Since then, it's been all Pakenham.
Yep.
So the ball will be thrown back into play here now. Cap down. Can they get a handball over the top? Yes, they can. They're trying to bust their way through. Kick towards goal. A little dribble out. It's going to go through for a minor score. Coming off the boot there of Lachlan Rice. So they'll bring the ball back into play, Seville. You can hear the bench of Pakenham saying set up quick. They want to lock this in and build the pressure as much as they can while they are on top. So Seville bring it out wide. Can Amar be taken in the pack? It's a really neat mark. So Seville can get it at half back. Immediately wheels around and plays on. Puts it deep to centre half forward. Umpire's nearly got in the way too. He didn't expect it to come his way. He's like, oh no. And now the intercept mark, they'll go wide looking for Browett. Browett takes a nice mark here on the wing. Now he'll come wide looking for Keisha. Just falls short. How does the bounce sit for him? Not quite like he would have liked it, but Rice goes in and gets to the ground level. Looks for the high contact free kick. Doesn't quite get it. Now they can try and move it here from Morale. He's going to get it in the back free kick. So now Morale will get this. Fair away from home at half forward here. Look who it is. DeBruyne now has it.
Go back and have a kick.
He's a big kick too. Every one of his kicks have been from short range, but he's kicked the absolute level out of every one of them. So I can imagine this distance won't be beyond him.
No, he'll probably have to kick at least 45, 46, but yeah, he looks pretty confident.
Lining up for number 6. A couple options lead to him. He goes, guys, I've got 5. Back me in here. Now he comes in. Subtle approach. Opens up the angle. Kicks around. Distance looks like it might just fall short. It's going to be punched over for a rush behind. Just falling short, doing well on the last line of defence to punch it over to disallow a goal there. So Seville can bring the ball back into play here through Grice.
So Grice back on the ground after had a bit of an injury concern in the first quarter. It's an even 5-goal margin now for Pakenham, and Trent alluded to it, has been all one-way traffic in the second quarter after the Blues put up a pretty good fight. So they go out wide with a kick. The mark can't be taken, and Pakenham look like they might be about to rebound here. They can paddle it forward, but the Blues get a lot of numbers back to this contest, and they swarm it. Ball very close to the boundary line. Handball comes away, intercepted by Crow, and Seville will get a free kick, so they might be able to build something off of this. Benninger. Eventually called to go. High up and under ball. Can a mark be taken here? Yes, it can. Beautifully done. Friedman gets himself up the line. As mentioned, he's been the most likely target so far for the Blues. A little bit unsure where to go. Not a whole lot presenting to him. Eventually wheels around onto the right boot, gets the ball to half forward. Can a mark be taken here? Slips through a couple of sets of hands. Can someone sock it off the ground? Here's a chance now for the Blues. Handball back into the corridor. Beautifully done to Hams. Hams dishes off. Long kick towards goal. Is again offline. There we go. Holland couldn't quite nail it. So 6 scoring shots to 10, but the Blues just haven't been able to convert. And as Trent mentioned, this Pakenham side, they do like to score. So really crucial opportunities going begging for the moment. Long kick up the corridor is a good one. So Pakenham in full attack at the moment, and why not? They've got all the momentum. This might just be a turnover though. Holland doing really well. He gets the ball down to ground level, wins the foot race to the footy. Ben Carrall, but he dishes off, and they might be away. If Fellner can put him inside forward 40, he can't, but the mark is spilled. Oh no, Graham, it was right on his chest.
Oh no.
And was that, don't tell me that was insufficient intent.
No, it wasn't insufficient intent. The Pakenham player tripped over and kicked the ball out of bounds on the full.
Oh no.
And it's come all worse for wear as well.
So Graham with a genuine mulligan. He dropped the mark, but he will get the ball in his hands. I think he's going to back himself into the set shot. This is going to be a tough kick because they're pretty wide pockets here at Yarra Glen. Distance probably won't be too much of a problem. It is a left foot, but it's gone out of bounds on the full, so there we go. Never mind. Disappointing result there for Seville. So Graham, he dropped the mark, he got the free kick, had the shot at goal, and unfortunately couldn't convert. And the margin stays at 29 points for Pakenham. We've got full control of this game, so Stewart will be the recipient of the free kick in the back pocket. Got a long lead here of Davies, and he swung it out of bounds on the full. So Seville with an opportunity to rebound. So they need to make something of this.
So Seville now can bring the ball back into play here. Trying to bring it back in. Anthony Digby. Long kick inside, but it's going to be an intercept mark. Really well taken there on the hands of Pappas. He says, calm down. No need to rush. So he brings it up the middle of the ground looking for Rice, but it's going to be turned over. And a nice mark taken there. Coming off Clinton.
He's turned it over.
And he's turned it over too. So there was an opportunity to pack him again. A dangerous kick. Friedman comes in and takes the intercepted mark. As we said, it's been a lively players are marking up to down there, but this is going to be a tough kick as well. Tough angle, this. But he's given himself plenty of chances to score. That's what I like about him so far. Yep. He's presented it everything.
Definitely Seville's best player on the ground so far. He's giving it everything.
Great set of hands. This would be a well-needed goal just to give him a little bit of hope. So we're going, nearly 13 minutes in this second term. So Friedman comes in. Kick on the way, it's going to go far wide to the pocket, but can a mark be taken? No, the mark is spilled, trying to bust their way through the tackle, probably going to get hold of the ball now. Yes, it is. I thought he was through for a second, but just couldn't quite get there in the end. So now they'll bring the ball wide, Pakenham. Have a look. Not sure where they want to go. No, they're going to cross goals. Is it Lurkout all right? Rice, yes. Can he get around the tackle? But no, Friedman chases him down. But he's going to give a high contact free kick, I believe.
I think it's just ball up.
Just wasn't quite prior opportunity. Another second, I reckon he would have got the free, but
he's coming like a bull and
he
knocked him over. It was really well done.
So the ball's thrown up now. Tap down. It's probably going to make its way back over around the throw, and yes, it is. They asked for deliberate. Not going to get it though.
No.
So the ball to be thrown back into play here. So they look to go at it, the two ruckmen. Seville with front position. Can they get the handball out? Rice does. But he's going to be pinned for an incorrect disposal. And we're going to get a shot on goal here for Seville. Just trying to... Benninger will line up for a goal here. The skipper.
Yep.
Time for a captain's goal. Only captain can kick it.
That's it.
What a moment to do it.
Yeah, this is a crucial one as well, Trent. They really need this, the Blues.
They've had the momentum, I reckon. These last couple of minutes has gone a bit their favour more. Spent a bit more time in their half of the ground. So Benninger comes in. Kick is on its way. Is it a captain's goal? You bet it is. It's a captain's goal. Only captains can kick, and Ruben Benninger steps up to the plate and delivers.
Well done. So they get it back to 23 points, and they just get a bit of life back in this game. You're right, Trent. They have locked the ball down their end, and they finally get a bit of reward for effort. I reckon, though, they just still want maybe one more before half-time. Get it back under 20 points, and suddenly you've just got a bit of momentum, Adam.
Yeah, of course. So we saw the last 5 minutes. It's been like a game of table tennis, just going back and forth and back and forth, and obviously that's putting a lot of pressure on both sides of the footy. But all of a sudden, Seville were the beneficiary of all that pressure, and you get a goal.
Most certainly. So it's back in the middle. The Blues suddenly just with a bit more fight. Tackles one down there by Arthur. Can Seville get the centre clearance? Gathering it at ground level was Alexander, and they're going to get the free kick through Dudley. So Dudley should be able to send him inside the forward 40, and he lofts it high up and under ball. Where is Friedman? I think he's out the back somewhere, and the mark is taken. Wow. So umpire reckons no Pakenham play got hands to it, and the Blues potentially to kick 2 goals in the blink of an eye. And Jansen will line them up from about 25 metres out directly in front. So this would be a real momentum shifter. They got it back to 23 points moments ago. And Jack Jansen, as mentioned, distance won't be a problem. It's all about accuracy. Starts at left. Is it shaping back? Oh, a little bit, but not enough. So another opportunity goes begging for the Blues. 2-6-18 they are now to 6-4-40. So a reprieve for the Pakenham defence. Stewart goes out wide to the broadcast wing, parking himself underneath. It was Wood, couldn't stick the mark, it was fisted away. Seville have just found a bit more energy. Maybe a chance at ground level for Hams if he can get the ball under his control. He can't. Beautifully done. Attacking the pack was Rice, and the umpire will call for a ball up on the broadcast wing, right near the Outer East logo here at Yarra Glen. So Pakenham looking to re-extend the margin. Seville looking to try and continue to trim it down. Oh, beautiful tap down there by Hopner. And holding the ball is paid. It's going to go Seville's way. So again, the Blues with an opportunity for a 4-way forward. Benninger just trying to figure out the recipient of the free kick. It will come into the hands of Anderson. Anderson wastes no time. Loads up on the right boot. Sends it to half forward. Can someone take a mark here? No, they can't. Ball spills down to ground level. Socket inside forward 50. Maybe a chance for Clinton if he can get it under his control. Long kick towards goal, but Stewart pretty much playing a goalkeeper role back there with plenty of room to work with. Has a bouncer. He touches the ball on the ground. Low trajectory ball. Bit of a dangerous one. Beats his man. Chance for Anthony Digby. Can he get the ball under his control? Being corralled. Good pressure provided by Wilson of Pakenham. Now Anthony Digby just tries to knock the ball over the boundary line, and it will be thrown back into play. So just under a minute left in the first half. Pakenham probably just need to try and lock it up. The Blues just need to take it on, try and get this goal. Maybe a chance to get it back down to 16 points. So up it goes. Tap one down by Hopner. And Pakenham get the ball to safety, but for how long? They might still have a chance out the back to Bono. Oh, he can't quite get the ball under his control. Handballing over his head was Shepherd. He goes in for seconds, can't gather it cleanly. Handball going out wide there from Pereira. The Blues doing everything that they can, but nothing forthcoming for the moment. O'Dwyer gets involved for Pakenham. Umpire circling. And we will have a stoppage on the outer side wing here at Yarra Glen. And I just should about wrap up the first half here. It's been a pretty good display so far from Pakenham, but the Blues definitely not out. in the Division 1 Under-18s Grand Final. It is 22 points the difference. The way of the Lions and Trent, it was definitely mostly Pakenham that quarter, but the Blues just found a bit of something just towards the end of that second.
Yeah, they definitely did. Pakenham were dominant for 3/4 of that quarter, but the last probably couple, 3 to 5 minutes, I thought Seville found some real momentum. Were able to put some scores on. They put a goal on the board. Probably would have liked to get some more goals. They're probably a few behinds and wasted opportunities, but they've given themselves a chance here.
They most certainly have, and I think Trent was spot on there, Adam. Just probably a big difference is just the conversion inside forward 50. Pakenham have been really good, really efficient. Seville just wasted a few chances.
Yeah, of course, and that goes with your this goes with your kicking inside 50 and as well as your goal scoring opportunities. So we can obviously see on the scoreboard Seville 2-6-18 and Pakenham 6-4-40. So there's quite a difference in that conversion rate. But if you also just look at their attempts inside 50, most of the time Pakenham are more successful. They've been finding De Bono more often than Seville have been finding Friedman. If we're just going to pick their highest target of each side, so it's certainly going to be an interesting battle in the second half. I think that Seville definitely have got the potential to bring this back. They have played some decent footy in flashes. They just need to play it all the time.
Exactly right. What a half of football there for Zach De Bono. Trent 5 goals already. He's been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, he has. Just flying and holding on to everything and converting every chance that he gets. Five straight. And every time he's just kicked the absolute leather out of it too.
He has, exactly right. So good start for Pakenham. Blues definitely not out of it, but now we'll head off to a break for half time. When we come back, we'll bring you all the action from the all-important second half.
Of this quarter, so hopefully they get up and going.
So we're underway in the third quarter of the Division 1 Under-18s Grand Final here in the Outer East. Hopner gets the first tap, and it's beautifully shucked there by Holland, who can send the Blues inside forward 50. Here is a chance now. Wheeler around to the right is Morton. Kick around the body. It's home. What a start for Seville. Morton has nailed it. Back to 16 points the difference. Just the start that the Blues needed.
My word, we were just saying about how they should gun it early, and a two-possession goal out the front of the start of the quarter. My word, I'm tripping over my words. But that was an amazing score. Shouldn't let anything like me ruin the moment. That is fantastic stuff for Seville.
It's all good. We're a bit rushed here, to be perfectly honest. It was the shortest halftime break in the history of halftime breaks, I reckon, to be honest. It was incredible, but
I reckon half of them would have got time to get their oranges out.
I don't think so. No Gatorade or anything.
No snakes.
Best time about halftime. The oranges.
You're absolutely right. The short halftime break, I think, has worked for Seville. They've still got that momentum from the second quarter. So anyway, it's back in the middle again. Tappers one down here for the Blues. Can they go inside forward 50? No, Pakenham with a takeaway. High up and under ball to half forward. Can they get a responding goal here? They'd want to see the Acacia beautifully handed off. Gets it to his teammate in Rice. Can he send him inside forward 50? Wood with a long kick towards goal. And he's got it. Instant response for Pakenham. And that was a steady that they would have wanted, just to curl the momentum a little bit.
If that's the quarter we're going to get for this, for the Premiership quarter, I am fully locked in here.
Yeah.
What a start.
Do you need some extra team sheets?
Fantastic.
Do you need some extra team sheets to write lines and goals onto?
No, I think I'll be right.
Well, there's the Bono doesn't kick two more men.
As long as he doesn't kick another
12.
Yeah, I'll be right.
I think even another 3 or 4 could be a problem, but anyway, she's back in the middle.
So we wait for the umpire to throw this one up now and throw it back up. Hopner wins that tap down, then gets it as well, and then gets a handball out the back. Now they can try and move forward, high up and under to centre half forward. Mark this one, he says. Now it's going to make its way forward. They just punch it forward here to Pakenham. Can they get the clearing kick? Now kick off the boot here, moving it forward. Can a mark be taken? Not quite. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of Pakenham here, and the one's been knocked off the ball for Seville. So now they look to try and move forward. Pakenham in top of the 40, ground level. Can they get it out? Not quite. Still a scrappy ball at the bottom of the pack. No clean possession being won here, but now Seville get it and just chuck it on the boot. Kick down the wing. Can a mark be held? Not quite. They could get one out of the back. Handball at the top. They could be out here if they pick it up cleanly. And that they do, but being knocked off the ball. We're going to get a free kick here to Morton. Morton plays on, but then he's met with a tackle there by Morrell. Now he gets it moving forward to half forward. Can Seville get something from moving here? No. Great forward pressure. And it's going to be an incorrect disposal here. So Seville starting this half off really well. I thought I heard a second whistle for a second there. No, yes there was. They were just saying it was going to the wrong player taking the kick, so taking the kick will be Clinton.
I think he's backing himself in, Trent.
Well, wouldn't you?
Clinton. In he comes. Kicks from about 45. Makes its way to the top of the square. Can a mark be taken? Not quite. It's going to be kicked off the ground. Does it make its way through? You bet it does. Not quite sure whose boot that came off. But just a snap out of the pack while being tackled. And Seville have 2 early in this third quarter.
Hang on. I believe it's come off Jansen. They're all getting around him.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
I tell you what, I don't know what Morrill was doing. He was right there just to definitely make sure that it was touched, but he was too busy appealing for the touch as it was going through.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe he was so convinced it was touched.
He must have been, but I mean, you can't take any chances. Just get there and slam it over. Just be absolutely sure of it. Anyway, it's back in the middle, and Seville with their second goal in just under 4 minutes of this third goal of the quarter. Seville have already got 2. Pakenham have got 1. It's a high-scoring start to this third quarter. So can Pakenham get the responding goal again? They might be able to get the centre clearance. Beautifully done. Long kick coming off the boot there of Rice, who's been busy in this third quarter. Clean bowls a couple. Chance for Keisha. Was he pushed off the footy? Umpire calls him to go. Jumping tackle is laid on Morrill. Kick into the pocket. Who can gather it? Maybe a chance out the back here for Cannon if he can get the ball under his control. The Blues need to rush it to safety. They decide to keep it in play. Interesting decision. Huge numbers swarming to contest. Ball still stays out, and now they might get a takeaway here. The Blues through Shepherd. Decides to go to the outer side of the ground. Can Benninger get himself involved? Couldn't get to the football first. Providing a hand, though, is Hams. And Seville will force a stoppage at half-back. So Pakenham looking dangerous momentarily. The Blues able to hold up for the moment. So they've got it back to 16 points again like they did at the start of this quarter, but here's another chance for Pakenham. In fact, someone can gather it clean. That's a good strong tackle laid. Should be able to go inside forward 40 eventually, though. The Blues, though, bringing all the heat. Long kick to about 30 out. Socket forward. Another chance for Wood. Already got 1 goal in this third quarter. They appeal for high contact. Nothing forthcoming from the umpire. And eventually a stoppage inside the forward 40 of Pakenham.
Just a bit of a drizzle coming upon the ground at the moment, so a bit of a change in conditions. This could potentially change some of the game plans.
Exactly right. It is an absolute roller coaster this third quarter so far. Hopner tried to grab it out of the ruck, trying to bust his way through there. Was Holland. Got his handle away just in time. High up and under ball. And the mark is taken by De Bono. Right on the line, and he'll line up for goal number 6. So definitely a kick around the body job. He's got 5 straight so far. And you make that 6 straight. Make it 6. Back to 22 points the difference. 8-4-52 to 4-6-30.
What a start to the second half from both teams.
Exactly right. 4 goals already. Just under 6 minutes gone into the third quarter. And Zach De Bono, as mentioned, he's got 6.
6 goals in a grand final. That's the sort of thing you write home about.
Exactly
That is a fantastic start to a game. We are only 6 minutes into this third quarter, and he's having a lifetime game. You said he kicked 7 against him earlier in the year. He's already trying to break that by 3/4 time.
Well, he's kicked half of the goals kicked today because there's been 12 goals across the entire game.
Back in the middle. Seville look to try and respond, but it's Pakenham who get the clearance. They go long inside their forward 40. Can it might be taken? Not quite. Wood is in the area. Can he get it cleanly? Goes back in to try and get it. Now it's at ground level. And they look to try and get it here. Cannon without a throw. Umpire lets it play on. Now it's still at ground level. Who's going to be the first one to go in and get it? Little kick off the ground. Blower can get this at the forward 40. Now he gets a handball over to Rice, who's been busy. Rice swings around. Has a shot at goal. Is it going to carry? You bet it is. No one got a hand on it. What a start to this third quarter by Rice. And he says to the crowd, get up and about.
There we go. Beautifully done.
It's been best on in this quarter by a mile.
He has most certainly, Trent.
And what a finish it was. Just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Good stuff on the line now, but might have been De Bono who just shepherded it over.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, the block off the ball was fantastic.
What a start to this second half.
Been brilliant, Trent. And Pakenham just get it back out to, well, just about, the biggest margin was 30 points, back out to 28 now, and might just break the back of Seville. They've done all the hard work to trim the margin down, but the Lions have responded.
So ball will be thrown back up here now. And they get the tap. Can Seville move forward here? They're going to try here, but Pakenham get the handle out. Brower goes in, gets it, tries to shove off the tackle, and he's going to get pinned for an incorrect disposal. 25 for putting it away. So this will bring Seville well within range.
Especially the distance of the 25s that they were given earlier. I think
well, now the mark's right on the 40, so he's probably going to kick this about 43.
This probably is a correct 25 in terms of distance.
It's a long run up too, might I say.
So Friedman looking for, is it still
number 2?
Half back.
Number 2.
So Friedman was very lively in the first half. This is really his first look in this second half. Comes in. Big run up. Plays on, opens up the angle, kick distance doesn't look a problem. How's the accuracy? He's put it straight through. Friedman responds with his second, and Seville aren't going down without a fight.
No. There we go, pretty quick response. What a third quarter this is. We've already had 6 goals, and we've only been going 8.5 minutes.
6 goals in 8.5 minutes is unheard of.
Yep.
And it's certainly, if there's a day to do it, the grand final day in front of all the fans, and it is jumping around in Yarra Glen today. There is so many people here.
It's incredible that Freedman's only got his second goal. He's been so lively, as you said, Trent. He was just been absolutely everywhere inside that forward line, and he nailed that. So it's back in the middle. The Blues not done with yet, but they need to pile on a couple more to really get on the heels of Pakenham. So it's back in the middle. Matty in the ruck this time for Pakenham. He gets the better of the tap. Rice, who's been brilliant so far in this third quarter, taking the tackle and penalised for holding the ball. So another chance for a four-way forward. Dudley will set him inside forward 50. High up and under ball. Can a mark be taken? Maybe a chance to run onto it here for Alexander, but he couldn't get to the football first. Under the control of Browett. Gets the kick away to the broadcast wing. I think a downfield free is going to be paid. So it is going to be downfield. Nearly a 25-metre penalty, and a couple of players are going at it. Keisha of Pakenham there, and Soto Tanner of Seville. A few more get involved, and here we go, the emergency umpire rightfully chipping in and just saying, stay out of it, boys. So Rice brings it back in towards the corridor. Browett just couldn't quite stick it. Good second effort, though. Was he pushed? Umpire calls him to go. Morton got the ball under his control. Beautiful ground level work done there by Hams, who takes them on. High up and under ball. The mark can't be taken by Benninger. Goes in for seconds. But now Pakenham with a takeaway. Currently under the control of Burke. Can he get his kick away? Eventually he can. But he might have turned it over as there's already a free kick being paid. Oh, gee. So it will come back for Burke. So Seville nearly with the intercept mark, but a bit of ill discipline has cost them. So Burke and Browett. Oh, this time the kick falls short of him. He's being corralled. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no. Oh, just a bit lax from Browett. And Freedman will wheel around to the right. Brett Hill send the Blues inside forward. 40. Oh, no, the mark can't be taken. So Pakenham on the counter-attack. Can they go end-to-end? They've done that a couple of times today. Rice checks his kick. In fact, he's on the end of this one. I've had a bit of a mare there. Did the ball go out of bounds? Bandrop not happy to allow it. Seville not happy about it. And eventually it is smothered.
The intensity has gone up a notch here.
It has.
Certainly has. You can tell everyone's got a bit up and about and a bit of push and shove here and there.
So we'll be thrown back into play on the broadcast wing, just forward to centre for Pakenham. Looking to try and re-extend the margin to 28 points. Rice tries to step around a couple, and he's gone. And you're right, Trent. It is heated up this third quarter. And Dudley's been pretty busy the last few minutes, the recipient of the free kick, but he's turned it over to Wood. Absolutely laced him out, and Wood will waste no time. Wheels onto the left, sends the lines inside forward 40. The intercepting mark can't be taken there by Grice. Kick out of the back border, no, and he's got 7. And he points to the sky. Back to 28 points the difference. What a grand final he is having. 7 goals, and we're only halfway through the third quarter.
How many is he aiming for? Can we get a vote?
He's on the way for 10. Sure.
He's looking for it.
10. I reckon he's on for 12.
How often do you see a player hit double digits in a grand final? Not very often, at any level.
Nah, not a chance.
At any level. So it's back in the middle, and Pakenham get it back out to 28 points the difference. And those Seville have brought the fight. Trent, the Lions just have the answers.
Just the errors they're making by a foot, I think. They're really nailing up the pressure and the tackling, which has been really good around the contest. But just a couple of mistakes with ball in hand have really cost them late here. So now ball thrown up, looking to try and get a handle out. So Seville can go back to centre half forward. It's going to fall short, but they're in a 3-on-1 here. They can just kick it forward. Can they get something off here? Almost picking it up there. Grand Lewis, Alexander. Now a tackle is laid. The umpire probably going to have to blow his whistle to ball this one up, although he's going around. I thought he was going to go for the hold of the ball for a second. Yeah. But it's going to be a ball up here inside the forward line here for Seville. They'd love to get one here.
Definitely.
So the ball's going to be thrown up. Hopner gets the tap down, just grabs out of the rough of Pakenham. He's met with a tackle. Is that holding the ball? Yes, it is. So Seville with a chance on goal here to line up. Looks like it's going to be Tanner. So Tanner will kick this of about 40.
Yep.
And this will be a much important kick here to bring the margin back to just 22 points. As he comes in now, kick on its way, off the boot, looks pretty good, and it's straight through! The quick response here, off the boot there, manufactures Arthur.
It's been just about goal for goal in this third quarter, but Seville they just need to kind of stop that trend if they really want to get back into it. But Canna, again, for Seville, they do get the instant response. But want to probably try and get 2 more. I think if they really want to get themselves back into this game.
It was Arthur.
Was it Arthur?
Yeah, number 22.
Oh, there we go, yep. Anyway, it is back to 22 points of difference either way. So back in the middle.
Bit of numerology there. Bringing it back to 22 points, wearing the number 22.
Yep.
So ball's going to be thrown up. Now ball's up now. Hopner gets the tap down. Matty gets it, shrugs off the tackle, gets around a second tackle. Done really well there. Has a bounce too. Really up a second. He goes for the handball over the top. Did really well there to get to Wilson. Wilson goes around. Can Amar be taken? Not quite. Bounce off the chest. 2-on-1 situation. Can Seville win this situation? Yes, they can. And they'll go kick down the line. It's going to be turned over to Solbergo. Just drops the mark. Tries to break off the tackle. Gets the handball away. Can they get a tackle moving forward? Not quite. That's going to be a high contact free kick against Cannon. And Freeman will get out and he'll immediately play on. He'll bring it short to Dudley, who's been busy this quarter.
He has.
Dudley, is that a downfield free kick? Not quite. It's going to be a nice mark taken by Morrill there.
Very good intercept mark.
So now he's at half-back. Has a look around. Decides to come down the line. Matty's in the area. It's going to be punched over. For a boundary throw in here, and a bit of work done there by Dudley and Matty there. So now they'll throw this one back into play right in front of us. Got a perfect view of this one. So the boundary jumper gets into position. If we look at the setup play here, they're all pretty much to one side. You can see which side they're favouring. No, to the defensive side. Hopner uses his strength to push it out of the way and gets the tap down, but he's pushed off after it. Appeals to the free kick. The umpire says no free kick there. We'll ball it in a couple of metres down from where they just threw it in. So it'll be Hopner and Arthur to go at it again. We'll see what they do. Hopner fight for front position, gets that, then gets the tap down, looking for Cannon, but it goes a little bit further than him. Cannon manages to get it back though, then puts it on the boot, but it's going to be Case who chases after. Can he hold it? Not quite there. If he goes into second effort, gathers it, gets a hand, no. Umpire says hold the ball. So it'll be a free kick at half-back here. Gathering it here is Shepherd. Immediately looks to use the middle of the ground, but looks like all Pakenham here if they can hold the mark. Not quite. And here they go trying to break their way through Seville. Handball over the top. Ball at ground level. It's centre half forward. Can they get a clean possession moving forward here? Pakenham trying hard to not allow that to happen. Ball at ground level. Handball at the back. Kick towards goal. Open goal square. How does it sit? And it goes straight through. Off the beat of Hams.
There we go. There's the back-to-back goal. So back to 16 points. Can they get one more, Seville, before three-quarter time? If they can get it back to 10 points, they are right in this game. 7:6:48 now to 10:4:64. About 2 minutes left into this third quarter.
If what you've noticed, nothing has been clean and pretty, but you've just got to push the ball forward and give yourself an opportunity, and it's working this quarter especially.
It is most certainly, Trent. And 9 goals have been kicked across this entire third quarter from both sides. So 4 for Pakenham, 5 for Seville. And the Blues looking to try and maybe make it one more. Can Pakenham get the margin back out to 22? Can Seville cut it down to 10? Up it goes once again. Oh, both rocks are a bit disoriented. Can Pakenham go inside forward 50? Long kick off the boot there of Rice. Gets it to half forward. Keisha, can he get it under his control? He can. Was he taken off the footy? Pakenham appeal for it. The umpire calls him to go. Huge numbers around the ball. Eventually coming away with the ball with Shepherd. Goes in the corridor. Looking for a teammate in Clinton. Can he run onto it? No, he can't. And eventually they can go back the other way off the boot there of Davies. Gets the ball to half forward. And, yeah, push in the back. Yep, had to be paid. And it was. So Pakenham will want a responding goal. Wood asks for someone to come at him. Low trajectory ball. It's a beautiful kick into Bono. No, fell short. Oh, he's kicked it into the player on the mark. So maybe Seville might be able to get out of danger. Do they rush it to safety? They do.
He was convinced he had that too.
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been just inches in front of him. It must have been so close. 17 points of difference. I think Seville, even though the 30 seconds off.
Asking the question now too.
Yep. They are going to take it on. There's not going to be a lot of time, but I think this is the right move for the Blues. Long kick to the broadcast wing. Plenty of players will fly, but Morrill with the intercepting mark.
Great quarter.
It has been. So Morrill wheels around. Long kick. Looking forward to Bono. Can't quite stick the mark. Seville with all the representation at ground level. Is that holding the ball? The umpires call them to go. The ball going nowhere, and eventually it will be a stoppage inside the forward 50 of Pakenham, and I think that might just about be three-quarter time here at Yarra Glen. So the Blues have cut, but they have have some momentum at the final change. 10-5-65 Pakenham to the Blues, 7-6-48. And Haddon, this grand final is certainly heading up.
Just when you thought that maybe it was going to be, I thought maybe that third quarter was going to be a bit of a deadlock, just of pressure. But all of a sudden there was how many goals kicked? 9?
9 goals in the quarter,
goals kicked in that quarter, which is more than doubles the totals from the initial, from the half-time break.
Yeah, exactly,
and you can just say there's a different level of intensity out there. Seville are bringing their A game in that third quarter, and they've cut the margin back down to just that
17.
17. I was going to say 27. I'm glad that you said something before I said something. So that 17-point margin absolutely is something that's attainable, and Seville just need to keep going.
So we have an exciting last quarter ahead of us. We'll head off to a break now for three-quarter time. When we come back, we'll bring you all the action from the last quarter.
Is a different challenge.
Exactly right. So last quarter underway. We'll know in about 20 minutes' time who will be your Division 1 Under-18s premiers. The first hit out, won on that occasion by Arthur. And it's a bit of a gridlock in the middle of the ground. Coming away with the football is Friedman. As he started on the ball, he finds a teammate here in Fellner, who sends the Blues inside forward. Sock it through.
Yeah, you've got to give it.
Gee, I don't know.
I don't think there is.
No, but I was like, if you got it.
Yeah, you could have just tapped it through.
Mind you, if that was me, I'm going, I fell over, lost my foot.
You can lightly, I don't know, I feel like, you probably didn't need to kick it as far as he did.
I don't know about the soccer off the ground. That was fraught with danger. It hasn't cost him anything, but I definitely would have punched it over. Morrill can't take the mark. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't.
I thought Morrill had a really good third turn.
He did, yeah. Particularly after that little blue at the start of the quarter when he essentially let the ball go through for the goal. He really made up for it from there. So Boundary thrown on the broadcast wing just forward to centre for Seville. Arthur with front position, but the tap was won by Hopner. Good strong tackle is laid on Solberger. And that ball going absolutely nowhere, and we will have another stoppage on the broadcast wing. So Seville with the early territory.
Towards that second half of the third term, and now Friedman's come more up on the ball.
He has, and I don't mind that because he's been the most lively Seville player. Get him involved. Arthur on hands and knees. Solberger tries to bust his way through, but the ball is intercepted by Felder. Tried to dish off, couldn't quite do so. Now it falls into the hands of Anthony Digby. And he goes for seconds. Did he drag it in? Umpire says no, and it will be another stoppage on the broadcast wing. So now Pakenham just get the ball marginally forward to centre, right in front of the Outer East logo here at Yarra Glen. Up it goes again. Hopner been brilliant in the ruck all day. Arthur did well. He got the hairball, and here is Friedman. Runs onto the bouncing football, sends the ball to half forward. Oh no, the mark can't be taken. No, it will be. Stewart, well done. Steadfast in defence. Got it on the second bite. And he'll wheel onto the right boot and lofts it to the broadcast wing. Huge pack. Oh, Hopner. How about that for a pack mark? Beautifully done.
So Hopner here at half back. Just goes long to half forward. Casey loses his stepping, and he's going to cost because there's going to be an intercept mark paid there. So now Seville with a chance to rebound off defensive 40. Can they get the kick moving forward? Solberger spilled the mark. Now forward, but he comes in back with a crunching tackle. That's the skipper leading by example there.
Surely whiz.
In the last quarter, he looks a bit sore from it too. He's going to get up. He's helped up. But that's a skipper leading from the front.
That was, yeah. That's setting the standard, Fred.
You can see he's feeling that too, holding the chest. So now the ball's thrown up. Hopner wins that tap down. Who's going to be the first to get the clearance? Morale gets in, gets the handball moving forward, but he's actually going to be needed to hold the ball. So Seville, the tackling pressure isn't going anywhere, and the recipient of this is going to be Arthur. Arthur immediately brings it to centre half forward. Puts a bit too much height on the kick, and it's going to favour Pakenham now. Solberger's going to come off. I think he's a bit sore after that. So Friedman, shot on goal. It's going to be towards the pocket. A mark be taken. Not quite. They've got the hand on it to allow it to be a boundary throwing rather than out the full. So just keep an eye on Solberger down there. Adam has come off a bit sore. He just helped himself off.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll just keep an eye on him, boys.
I'm sure he'll come back on, but just a bit winded, I imagine.
Yeah.
So the ball's thrown back into play here now. Tap down. Can they get a ball moving forward here? Ball at the bottom of the pack. Can they just get that snap out of the contest? The umpire blows the whistle to ball this one up. So, such an important to start this quarter off really, really strongly. Tap down by Hopner. Can they get the handball moving forward? It makes its way out the back. Good strong tackle by Browett, and he's going to be rewarded with holding the ball.
Yep.
So Browett now in the defensive 40. Has a look around. He's just going to come wide. See something he likes in Wood. Can you hold the mark? Yeah. Oh, no, I thought he was going to get help for in the back there after that, but Rice with a strong tackle. Matter of fact, that one's going to be in the back. So Seville now will be able to go forward here through Anthony Digby. has a look, then just goes to half forward. A player falls over behind the ball, plays on now, getting it off the pack there is Pappas, runs around, goes to Wood. Can he pick it up clean? Yes, he does well, gets around the tackle, gets a handball moving forward. No one knows where it's gone, but now it makes its way over the boundary line. You can see a couple of heads looking around going, where's the ball? And now it makes its way over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
That's how chaotic it is. So boundary throw it at half forward for Seville, who've owned the territory in this last quarter, but yet to register a goal. So 16 points separates the sides. Up it goes. Hopner tried to grab it out of the right, couldn't take it cleanly. Arthur gets it to half forward. Benninger knocks it inside the forward 50 for the Blues. Here he is again. Back into the corridor. Who can run onto it? Picking it up at ground level is Clinton. High up and under ball. Is that going to go the 15 metres? It will, but Stewart, beautifully done. Parked himself underneath it and takes it cleanly. They can just take a bit of sting out of this game. Stewart.
Just quickly, Solberger's looks like he's lined back up on the bench, ready to come back out into the field. No trainer talked to him at all while he was off. So
here we go. Good. So good to see that. And here we go, Pakenham with a four-way forward. Lions. Oh no, he just couldn't get the ball under his control. He does soccer it inside forward 50 to Bono. Can he get himself involved? Matty tries to get the handball to him. Seville appeal for ball, and they escort it over the boundary line through Grice.
What it was, Aiden, he went for the bounce on the far wing, and it just didn't come back up to him. That's what it was.
Must have just
so unlucky.
A bit of a wet spot maybe from the rain. Surface does look beautiful out there today, though. There was a little sprinkling earlier in this game, but not anything at the moment.
Fair wind, doesn't it?
Here we go. Now, here we go. Pakenham are going to get a look at goal. Don't tell me it's DeBono. No, it's Hopner.
Been really good in the ruck too.
DeBono's in the square.
So Brody Hopner looking for his first goal for the afternoon. This to get it back to 22 points the difference, and this will be very much against the flow of play. Seville have dominated the start of this last quarter but haven't converted. Brody Hopner to push it out to 22 points the difference. What a moment of the game this would be. Looks pretty good off the boots just across the face. DeBono has taken the mark. No, he hasn't.
I thought he had full control of that.
No, maybe he took it over the line. I think he had full control of it, but yeah, the boundary umpire reckon otherwise. So Seville get out of danger, but for how long? Friedman gets to the front and takes the mark crucially. So Seville is still alive. DeBono.
He's cramping.
He's a bit proppy getting up. Umpire calls time on. So he sends it down the line to Friedman. No mark's going to be taken. Pakenham with numbers out the back. And escorted over the boundary line by Pappas. And it's going to be a free kick to Pakenham. That was just silly there by Caden Wilson. Just did not need to do that.
It was always going to be the dangerous tackle free kick.
Yeah, 100%. Pappas. The ball was already over the boundary line. Why would you do that? So Pappas will get the ball back, and Wilson this time just make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. So Pappas wheels around. Friedman takes the intercepting mark and he's away. He just tucks the ball under his arm. Sends the ball inside forward 50. Oh no, the mark can't be taken. Dudley gets around one, but he couldn't get the ball under his control. And Pakenham with a takeaway. High up and under ball. They've got all the representation of this contest. Mo strong overhead. And he's away. Oh no! No. Rice lost his footing, but he's recovered. Gets the handball away. Morrill gets involved again. Was he over the boundary line? Umpire calls them to go. No mark can be taken. Ball gets to half forward. Under all sorts of pressure on the Blues. Opportunity for Shepherd. Hopner sends it inside forward 50. No mark can be taken. Brown maybe out the back. No, the Blues gather it and the ball heads towards the boundary line. They'll appeal for delivery, but he's under too much pressure. No, it's been paid! It has been paid!
Going on behind the ball as well, guys.
So Brown will get the free kick.
This is really heating up, actually.
Oh, wow.
Brown kick towards goal. It looks pretty good off the boot. He's nailed it.
Yeah, the umpire's called no goal. Umpire's called no goal. There's free kicks being paid everywhere.
Must have been paid to Seville. What is going on?
What is happening out there?
Because Brown had nailed it. He dobbed that.
I reckon Brown just chucked it on the boot and just went, oh man, if it gets close enough.
Well, there was no one in the goal square.
Yeah.
All these options were in the melee.
Exactly right.
So he did the right thing and he's dobbed it, but one of his teammates has unfortunately cost him the goal, and Seville still somehow stay alive. That's the second time they've... Although, mind you, the insufficient 10 free kick was a bit interesting. I think there was a lot of pressure on...
So maybe got one back there.
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe a bit of a square up and...
It's definitely getting a bit.
It is getting a bit willing. Grabbed out of the ruck. Chance here for Wilson, but he's turned it over, and the Blues are on the counter-attack, and they've got to go. We're halfway through. Chance for Dudley. Can he take the mark? No, he can't. Through comes Browett, taking in the tackle. Steps around one. Handball back into the corridor, and Pakenham are on the counter-attack. Beautifully done by Rice. Keisha can't quite take the mark. Taps back into the corridor. Handball's off to Matty, who can run into him. He'll get within range, Matty. Kick towards goal. He's hit the post. Oh, he's hit the post. Can you believe it?
What a goal that would have been.
That would have been something from nothing. Seville still alive, but only just.
How quick was he to get into second gear there, Matty, too?
He was.
Just put on the jets.
So now Seville will bring the ball back into play here. We'll be going just about 10 minutes now in this last term. This one's going to be turned over to Cannon. Doesn't quite hold the mark. Can he go back and get it? Yes, he does, but he's met with a tackle here now. Can they get a clearing kick? Seville do. Dudley's there. Can he hold the mark? Went for the one-hander. Didn't quite get it. Pappas goes in, but he's met with a tackle too. Throw it. Now just chucks it on the boot. Partially smothered, and his ankle's been taken out in the meantime as well. He's making his way to the bench, I think. Just had his ankle caught as he kicked it, but he looks like he's just going to... No, he's going to come off. Solberger will be able to come back on now. So now tapped out Hopner. Wins a tap down. Rice. Now umpire blows the whistle to ball this one up. So thrown up now. Get the tap down, doing well to get front position. There was Arthur. Whistle's been blown. Incorrect disposal. So Seville's going to have a chance here to go through Benninger. Has a look around and decides to just go wide. Kennemar be taking Friedman's here. Yes, he is. He's going to immediately play on. Nearly lost his stepping. Great chase by Rice to apply the pressure. And the intercepting mark. Can it be paid? No. I thought a free kick was going to be paid there. The umpire allows it to play on. Geez, the tackling pressure is up here. So now there's going to be a ball up here, right on top of the forward arc here. Seville not going down without asking the question. Arthur, tap down, Solberger, handball out to Rice, kick off the boot, high up and under. Can it might be taken? Yes, it can. That's such an important mark, but immediately plays on. Might make its way to Rice. How's it sit? Not quite. Going hard to meet it forward. There was Fraser. Ball on the pack. Dudley gets a kick away. Does it stay in play? It does. And it's going to be over the boundary line for a boundary throw in now.
Dudley done very well to keep that one in bounds, to be honest. That's fantastic.
So the umpire ball this one inside the Seville forward line. So look, wait for the ruckman to get into position here. 11 and a half minutes gone in this last term. It's do or die now. Tapped down by Hopner. But Arthur goes back and gets a handle to Friedman. Partially smothered off the boot. Ground level. Who's going to win this one? Friedman goes in and lays the tackle. Umpire blows the whistle to ball this one up. So Friedman, and a bit of push and shove after it as well. We know grand final time. They know it's now or never. The season ends here.
Seville pretty much can't concede another score from this point, Trent. They're 17 points down. They've just got to get these next 3 goals.
Friedman cramping again. Yeah, he's in. He's thrown his body around everywhere. So
he has been.
Can you imagine how sore he's got to be? Gatorade and water after this, I reckon.
Yep.
Thrown up, tap down Arthur, handball over the top. Can they ball clear? Solberger tries to bust his way through. Now Pakenham again, just chuck on the boot, looking for Keisha. Does well with the body, then knocks it forward, but it's going to be a free kick for a push.
Ooh.
Thought he was a bit unlucky there. I thought he did really well with the body work.
The outer zone umpire coming to pay that one too. The controlling umpire was happy with it. And now it's 25.
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky there, I think.
Yep. Dear idea. So the Blues, it's now or never. There's only a couple of minutes left in this grand final. Long ball to the top of the square. No mark can be taken. Who can get the crumbs? Kicked to the top of the square. Rushed over to safety for Pakenham. They've done well there in defence. The Blues, they've got to force the hand. They're 16 points down. Minutes and precious seconds ticking away. Stewart is in absolutely no hurry, and fair enough too. Assessing the options down the line. Low trajectory ball. Oh, this is trouble.
Great tackle.
Very good tackle. Very good tackle. He did, yep. Slipped through the fingertips of Cannon, but as you say, Trent, he did make up for it because that could have been ever so costly if that had gone through for a goal. Arthur taps it back in towards the corridor. Pakenham just swarming numbers in defence, and rightly so too. They just need to try and clog it up. Seville need to find some space. Free kick for a push. It's going to go Seville's way. So the recipient will be Holland. 25-minute penalty. Oh, don't tell me. So Holland will be within range. He needs to put this through.
They're saying run now.
So Holland needs to be quick, but you don't want to rush. You still got to kick the goal, but time is getting away from them. This to get it back to 10 points the difference, and he's missed.
He's hung it out right.
Oh, dear, oh dear. The pressure got to him. 7-9-51 now. So Pakenham still with a 15-point margin.
So they'll bring it back into play. That will make it very hard now.
Yep.
So they'll bring the ball back into play here. Just gathering the ball. Stewart, I think, has been exceptional down in the back line there for Pakenham. He's told to play on, and that he does. He's just going to come wide. Bumped off by Bendigo. He's going to go downfield free kick, and a bit going on after it too. Wasn't happy with that. So now they'll get the downfield free kick. Kick down to Cannon. Now they'll come wide. Comes back.
Yeah, this is smart by Pakenham. You can start to hold the ball now.
Only three minutes left in this grand final. Morrell, can he hold the mark? Yes, he can. Still words going on between Bendigo and Stewart behind the play. Morrell comes wide looking for Cannon. Can he hold the mark? Not quite. Solberger tries to bust his way through, but that's a nice strong tackle laid there by Holland. But this is working all right out for Pakenham because stoppages aren't their enemy here.
No, particularly with no time on.
Hopner gets front position, then just taps it forward, looking for the boundary line. Morrell does well to push it forward. Can they pick it up cleanly? No, goes over the boundary line. It's going to be a boundary throw in. So you can see Hopner asking for the time because he knows the dying stages here. Needs to work out how he's going to play this ruck contest. Hopner just pushes his opposing ruckman out of the way, taps it down looking for Browick, doesn't quite sit for him, but could get out the back to Wilson. Wilson punches it forward, doesn't quite favour the Matty. Matty's going to chase after it here. Can they get it under their control? Seville in hands. Now they do. They get a handball over the top to Grice, but it's going to be kicked off by DeBona. He just looks for the boundary line and it's going to make its way over. And he's going to play deliberate.
Yep.
But that's okay because it's drained some time off the clock.
Exactly.
2 minutes left in this grand final.
Very smart by DeBona, but probably if that one earlier was paid, that one definitely had to be.
So now Seville go, kick inside to the top of the 40. Great mark taken. Here's their chance. They go in. It's a 25-metre penalty.
Oh, you got to be quick, Seville. You got to be quick.
They can't waste any time. A minute 40. Minute 40 in this. Mind you, they need to kick 3.
Yeah.
They do. It's going to be tough, but...
Kick on its way. Does it go through? Yes, it does.
Who is it? Just trying to figure that out.
So a little pleaser there before the end of the game, but I think the time's going to be against them here.
I think so, Trent. I think so.
It looked like it might have come off the boot there. Coughlin,
yep. All right. So as we wait for the ball to come back into the middle, Coughlin's kicked one, but the Blues essentially need to kick 2 in a minute. And the ball is taking a fair while.
Mind you, the ball has to come back too after.
It does, yep, that's it.
No stoppage time and that, so...
Back in the middle, up it goes, both rucks do battle. Arthur won the tap. Free kick, it's going Seville's way. Oh. They can go inside 450. You can't waste any time. No trajectory ball. Oh, no, the mark can't be taken. That was nearly the game for Pakenham right there. But they go out wide with it. This should work. Just let the ball go over the pantry line. Just scored it over. He's going to pay it.
He was always going to.
Deliberate has been paid. They'll go inside 450. No, he's got to come back behind the mark. And I reckon time is going to run out here for Seville.
Yeah, I reckon it is too.
Gee, a lot of insufficient intent free kicks paid in this last quarter. So Holland will send the Blues inside forward 50. No mark will be taken. Pakenham just need to take it over the pantry line, and they do. And I reckon they're home now. They should hang on. Seville have given them a fright. But Pakenham should be your under 18 premiers. 25 in the outer east. A gallant fight from the Blues falls short, and they remain undefeated. What a season it has been. And Trent, what a cracking grand final we've had here today at Yarra Glen, and hopefully that is a sign of things to come.
It took a while to get kick-started. I reckon the first half was a bit slower, but that second half, how good was that? Grand final footy at its best, finals footy, finals pressure, up and about. Loved every second of that second half.
Both teams brought absolutely everything at them. It was a hot contest. We saw plenty of goals in particular in that second half, and Pakenham, they just held strong when they really needed to.
Absolutely they did. That second half was absolutely fantastic in terms of goals, kicking 9 in that third quarter, and everyone was all up and about. Pressure was on, tempers were flared, and it was certainly a very, very entertaining match.
Most certainly. Well, we'll throw it down to our post-game ceremony. We've got plenty more action here today at the Yarra Glen Showgrounds. Our reserves grand final not too far away. After that will be the seniors. So make sure you stay tuned because we have plenty of action for you throughout the day.
Well, that does conclude our Division 1 Under-18 Grand Final, and congratulations to Pakenham, our premiers for 2025. I'd now like to call up Adelaide CEO Brett Connell to present the medals and the Premiership Cup. Firstly, I'd like to call up the Seville coach, Hayden Clinton. Please say a few words. Next, I'd like to call up Bruce Porter for our umpire colours and the umpires medals. And congratulations again to our umpires for being appointed to today's grand final. Now we present the medal for the best player on the ground for Pakenham. Number 4, Sacramento. So first up, number 1, Noel Morrill. Number 2, Tyler Preston. Again, number 4, Sacramento. Number 5, Ryan Tasker. Number 6, Wayne Wilson. Number 7, Tyron Cunningham. Number 8, Indiana Ward. Number 9, Sam Maddy. Number 10, Corey Bullock. Number 12, Jaden Kay. Number 13, Treon Regis-Taylor. Number 14, William Wood. Number 16, Paul Lyons. Number 18, Jacob Stewart. Number 19, Tom Burke. Number 20, Mason O'Dwyer. Number 21, Bill Pappas. Number 22, Paddy Fairclough. Number 24, Tony Hopper. Number 25, Craig Cannon. Number 42, Aston DeBlack. Number 54, Bruce Davies. Number 61, Robin Ross. The captain, number 37, Salvador. James Perkins. Six on the country this year, you guys are fantastic for that rugby. I mean, you've got an expert to at least play both of you guys. Play that still well done, going to well done, boys. So, boys, we've got a challenge this year. Today was our biggest challenge. It's really been out and responded every time. So, well done. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the celebrations tonight, and well done. Fantastic effort. Representing you, the Division 1 Under-18 Premiers, the season 2025 in the Outer East, Pakenham.
This has been a Game Face Vision production.